Hey, Shalom, Shalom, when the stuff souls, but give no praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and honors to brothers doing the work in truth while sincerity. This is a quick one, a real quick one. It's just on this article here: Pentagon hiding life-threatening F-35 design flaws to meet deadline. Right, so this project here, $1.5 trillion project, is dogged with issues, and here it's one report is saying 111 category 1 flaws, which is described as basically flaws that are life-threatening, right? They said there's a whole bunch of so category 1 deficiencies may cause death, severe injury, or severe occupational illness, may cause loss or major damage to a weapon system, critically restricts the combat readiness capabilities of the using organization, or result in a production line stoppage. And they're saying they found 111 of these flaws, and this is Government Accountability Office. I believe if they what you saying, it was either them or these guys here, Pogo. Pogo is the project on government oversight, right? An independent watchdog, right? So basically, I get, I'm bringing this to attention, right? Because this is another headline: half of F-35 fleet grounded by tech problems. Each of these, aircrafts costing over $120 million each, right? And that's, I don't know if that even includes servicing and all of that. But like I said, I bring this up because, look at the size of this guy in comparison to the jet. Look at the size of that, that in comparison to the jet, that, he's not eclipsed by this jet, right? Yet they're going to use this in an attempt to take down the Lord, and they're going to fail horribly, right? So then I pose the question: is this how you intend to take on the Lord, right? Is this the best that you've got? Because if that is the case, then the Lord's going to destroy you, right? Revelation 12:7 says, and there was war in heaven, right? And this ain't talking about Satan fighting against the Most High, because what you'll find out is Satan is in league with the Most High. Satan does the Most High's bidding. Read Job, the 2nd chapter, right? It says Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, right? And the dragon fought and his angels, right? Now it's talking about the fact that Esau and his armies are going to try and fight against Yahweh and Yahushua's armies, right? It says in Isaiah 66:15. Right, for behold, Yahweh, how through his son Yahushua, right, will come with fire, right, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, right, and that's a multitude of chariots, right, not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, right, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Right, let me grab this term. This is Psalm 68:17 says, the chariots of the Most High 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place, right? So the chariots, of the Lord are 20,000, right? So those chariots are gonna come. They're gonna do damage as well. Right, this is one of the reasons why you have this scripture here, Revelation 1:7 says, behold, he cometh with clouds, right? You read the scriptures, we just read one in Psalms 68, referring to the clouds as chariots, what Esau, the circle one man, will call UFOs, right? It says, and every eye shall see him, right? So, he's going to come with the chariots, and everyone's going to see him. One, because, Yahweh's ship is going to be massive, right? And then there's going to be so many of them, right? It says and they also which pierced him, right? That goes into reincarnation, because the men that pierced the Lord were, that was 2,000 years ago, right? It says, and all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so Amen, right? So I'll carry on, right? It says Revelations 12:8 says, and prevailed not, right? So they're going to try to fight against the Lord, Esau and his armies. They see the nations are going to try to fight against the Lord, right? And they're not going to prevail. Right, it says, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Right, the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Well, you can also read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, which is, you know, a more vivid account, you know, into basically the same event, right? You know, it talks about how Yahushua's chariot, right, is as large like a mountain. You cannot see where it was graven, right? But I say it's just a quick one. I wanted to, you know, just pose that question: is this how you know, propose to fight against the Lord? So, Lord's will, with that you were edified. Until the next time, Shalom.